So, what's your name?
I'm Mark,
And how old are you?
18 years old.
Do you have any relatives in Malaysia?
No.
No. Do you know the difference between, or if there are similarities between Filipino and Malaysian food?
Well, there's a stark difference. Pero I guess there's similarities kasi Malaysia is a very multicultural country. So more so on the Chinese side, I guess. Yung mas nakaka-recognize ako din sa Filipino flavors.
What's your religion?
I'm Christian.
When you were there, did you experience any discrimination?
Not really. Kasi I was under a Catholic school when I studied there. So, medyo mas accepted. And I'm in a international school. So, talagang kailangan may diversity and acceptance. etc. etc.
How about the Filipino and Malaysian cultures?
Hmm. Kasi, when I went there, I kind of noticed na parang, for example sa food, hindi masyado recognize ang Filipino food. Tapos hindi rin masyado kilala yung Filipino culture doon. Mas kilala yung Vietnamese, Thailand, etc. Um, pero I guess Filipino and Malaysian relations are still okay. Kasi unlike how they treat me, parang going through immigrations, I didn't get a hint of like discrimination.
How did you adjust from Philippines to Malaysia or Malaysia to Philippines?
How did I adjust? It took quite a long time. Kasi especially since I was in a international school, tapos another curriculum, another language. They even have this slang, Malaysian English slang, na medyo na-adapt ko, but from the start, at the start, hindi ko sila maintindihan. So I needed to adjust with that. Tapos yung pagkain pa, most of them were spicy. And hindi ako magaling kumain ng spicy foods. So, kailangan ko pa maghanap ng comfort foods. Pero most of the time, I do bring Filipino foods with me in Malaysia. Parang balikan siyang ganun. Kasi manghang din. Ayun.
How about sa political side? May aware ka ba sa parang political issues nila?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ano nga ba? Yung recent elections lang last 2018, grabe. Ano yun? Ano nga ba? Parang yung mga classmates ko, they were talking about it. Then, they were supporters of the opposition kasi they knew that Najib was a corrupt, di ba? Then, he had controversies. I forgot what was the controversy. I think it was a Tun Razak exchange somewhere in KL. Tapos may 1 billion dollars or ringgit na na-involved din sa paggawa nun when it's supposed to be lower. So, na-realize kasi 60 years na yung party ni Najib sa So, gusto na nila ng pagbabago. So, they voted, the opposition won last 2018 and was under Mahathir, who was their previous prime minister then. And this prime minister was known to be the guy who improved Malaysia's infrastructure and put them on the developed side of the world.
For yung sa ASEAN naman, are you agreeing for one currency?
Well, for me, that would take a lot of time to adjust muna kasi not all ASEAN countries are on the same level as development. For me nga mas develop ang Malaysia, definitely. Although, kasi di ba meron silang West Peninsula and East Peninsula. East Peninsula medyo mas less developed kasi nasa West Peninsula yung government, nasa KL. So, I don't think na, although mas develop ang Malaysia, I don't think na mas develop ang Philippines, no?
How about for the non-interference policy?
Wait, I don't have a clue on the non-interference policy.
Okay. You mentioned na nag-aral ka sa Malaysia. So, can you talk more about that? Kung sino yung kasama mo sa tour, like, yung encounter fellow Malaysians, ganun.
Okay. So, when I was in Malaysia, may isa lang kasamang Filipino. And meron din yung DLSL Philippines volunteers na naging interns in this school. So, sila lang yung nakakausap ko sa Filipino. And kunyari, kung yung gusto namin kumain ng Filipino food, we'll cook and we'll share with each other. Pero when I was interacting with my Malaysian classmates, most of them were Chinese. Unti lang sa kanila yung may Malay blood. Actually nga sa batch namin parang wala ata may Malay blood eh. Meron lang Indian and Chinese. Kasi very as I mentioned, multicultural nga ang Malaysia. So, dun sa Malay side, which is the majority of population ng Malaysia, medyo naging clueless ako dun. Medyo mas naging aware ako dun sa Chinese side and a little bit on the Indian side as well kasi dun ako mas na-expose when I was in Malaysia. So, yung mga pagkain na nakakain ko, most of them were Chinese. Pero, kasi may tinatawag silang mamak. Ayun yung parang karinderya, equivalent nila doon. So, doon may iba't ibang food na pwede mabilhan. Although, wala masyadong Chinese, I guess. May parang Chinese fried rice pero hindi talaga yung mga katulad ng wonton, pan mi soup, etc. Most of them were may curry, may manghang, fried rice, fried chicken, tapos nasi lemak yung national dish nila. Yan yung mga yun na yung
What's your
favorite food? I guess pangalan nun? Char kway teow.
What's that?
Para siyang, I don't know actually yung noodle. I don't think it's a noodle, pero it has shrimp. I think it's a noodle dish, pero it has shrimp, it has oysters, I think. Tapos medyo, how do I say? Paano ba i-describe yung flavor nun? Medyo na malakas siya sa lasa. Matapang yung lasa niya. Ayun, isa kong comment sa food ng Malaysia. Mas matapang yung mga lasa nila.
Or
Spice na rin.
yung umami, is it called umami? Parang may term for that eh.
Hindi ko alam yung exact term, pero parang maraming instance, parang maraming toyo. Parang gano'n. Though maraming napaparami nga rin yung, kahit nga yung char kway teow na kinakain ko, medyo may pagkaanghang din. Tiis ko na lang. Pero, ayun.
So, wait lang. Di ba international school? So, ano yung language?
Oh, English. Definitely.
So, we don't have any problems naman with
Wala naman. Although, ayun nga, na-mention ko din earlier na I struggled na intindihin sila at first kasi meron nga sila nitong accent and slang.
Can you give some?
Wait, mababutcher ko yung accent.
Pero mga few terms lang na
Few terms,
lagi mo
eto.
naririnig.
Yung yung nilalagay nila sa dulo ng parang pang-express, pang-patapang nung Tapos, kasi medyo nakakalito rin kung ano talaga yung talagang Malaysian English saka Singaporean kasi meron din kami naging kaklaseng Singaporean, napapagamit niya rin yun. Tapos, medyo nalilito ako kung ano talaga yung ginagamit lang ng Malaysia. Pero yung definitely, nandun talaga yun. South China Sea. Yung sa South China Sea, parang general feel ko lang when I was staying there na they do support us, yung may EEZ. And kasi parang may claim din sila right? Under na yung dash line na tapos part ng EEZ nila. I do feel, I don't really know their stand confidently, pero parang may feel ako na mas sinusuportan nila yung may EEZ like in Vietnam, and ours yung sa Spratly Islands. Parang ayaw rin nila yung 9-dash line ng China.
May mga na-encounter ka bang locals man?
Yeah.
And wala ka namang, wait lang, let me rephrase it. What's your impression at first? Parang same as Filipinos pa. Kasi sabi ng prof namin since nakapunta na siya doon na like there are some people na parang Filipinos pa with you.
Medyo same pa rin naman sa Filipino. Although, ang one major difference lang is parang mas malakas yung pressure na, I guess.
Pressure in terms of
Number one, in terms of academic. Tapos yung ano pa, it's not really pressure din, pero may racial tensions din eh. Racial tensions between the three major, yung Indians, yung Malay and the Chinese. 61%, I think 61% yung Malays, then mas maraming Chinese than Indians. Parang meron pa rin papansin akong tension between them.
but not necessarily na discrimination, just tension lang.
Meron din a little bit discrimination. Para I forgot the stories, pero there were some stories about how I think Chinese were not as accepted ng mga Malays. Yung kumbaga sa government, bihira lang yung Chinese, mas maraming Malay represent.
Di ba meron yung Bumiputra or Bumiputra?
Bumiputra? I don't know.
Okay. Ano pa? Ano ba? Ano ba yung question, Matt? Questions?